Rockstar Games has confirmed that players are getting a new quote-unquote big GTA Online update this summer, which of course myself and many others reported on when they made that brief announcement in one of their newswires a couple weeks ago, and fans are already getting excited for what this update might entail, including myself. And with no content left from the Chop Shop DLC from now until summertime, what we got now is what we got until then, and thankfully we've had some good weekly updates in terms of money-making bonuses to keep us busy and grinding in the meantime, and I do think those will continue at least for the next couple weeks in terms of maybe some MC business bonuses and some nightclub bonuses. However, this video is about the summer update in particular, with some, albeit maybe minor news and information, but it's still relevant to the summer DLC in GTA 5 Online. So with that said, we're going to be breaking it all down. Let's get started. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you want to stay up to date with everything GTA Online and Rockstar Games, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Alright, so let's move into our first segment. We have some police vehicle leaks. These are from the game files themselves, and this is actually from Gillymaster, so credit to him for kind of going into the game files and finding this stuff for us. I will leave his link down in the description below for you to check out. But what you can see on screen is a list of every single police vehicle that's sort of basically planned or at least conceptualized by Rockstar for GTA Online, and we have some interesting information here. So if you look at the top, Police 5, that vehicle is actually the Stanier Cruiser LE, which we just got with the Chop Shop update. And then of course, if you look towards more of the bottom of the list, you can also see Pole Gauntlet. That is of course the Police Gauntlet Interceptor, which we just got when the Cluck and Bell raid released. And of course, we knew that car was coming from the very beginning when Chop Shop released, and it was just drip feed. We were waiting, and finally players got their hands on it. But we can also see some pretty interesting ones here. We have a Police Riata, we have a Police Caracara, which would be awesome having a police truck, Police Buffalo, which of course you probably will be the thumbnail of this video, honestly. A Police Panto would be kind of crazy, having like a little police smart car drive around. Maybe that's meant for more of like the mall area or something like that, a little mall cop car, who knows. We also have the Police Batty, as well as some other ones like the Police Greenwood, which of course when that released with Criminal Enterprises, the Bravado Greenwood needed some police liveries in this game, and so it'd be awesome to see that one kind of get an update here. But all this is leading into what? Why are these police vehicle basically like leaks and these pieces of game code information so important? Well, I do think that we're going to see more police elements in the summer update, whether that be these vehicles releasing all of them, some of them, only a few of them. Of course, we need some police outfits. A lot of players are looking forward to those, hoping Rockstar actually releases those. You can sort of glitch police outfits if you want to use them in the free roam and during missions and stuff like that, and using outfit glitches to kind of save them. But of course, we don't have any official sanctioned by Rockstar police outfits that you can just buy in a clothing store or through any other means by completing challenges or missions or anything like that. Of course, like I said, police vehicles. We have the OG police vehicle in the game that's always chasing us down when we have the wanted level, and that actually has customization options, surprisingly, but you would never know unless you went into single player, used some mods, and then drove it to LS Customs and actually customized it yourself. So that's one that we don't have access to purchasing yet. I'd say it's really cool. We've got the other ones like the Gauntlet Interceptor, the Unmarked Cruiser, and the Stanier Cruiser. I find all those more interesting than like the Ford Taurus OG police vehicle that's in GTA 5 Online now. That's always the wanted level cop car, but nonetheless, we have that. And then some other content I would love to see is something like a wanted criminals or like a bounty hunter type thing, similar to payphone hits with the contract, or maybe even taxi missions at the downtown taxi company, where you basically just sit in your cop car, you can use your police computer, and you can go out and find and take down wanted targets. We've already been introduced to Vincent with the Cluck and Bell raid, and so he could even give us these missions since, like I said, we've already been introduced to him. So I do believe because of this information that we have in the game code, we are going to see more police elements continue into the summer update. But does this mean that this next update for the summer will be a Cops and Crooks update? I do think it's an area that Rockstar hasn't explored fully yet. Like, we haven't gone full-fledged Cops and Crooks with any type of content. Of course, all our illicit activities are illegal here, and so they're going to involve the law, wanted levels, and police in some regard. And the Chop Shop is kind of as close as we got to it because it's more grounded police-style content in some regard. But I do believe there is still room for a Cops and Crooks update, but of course, none of us have any idea if Rockstar is actually going to do it. I do think the positive here is Chop Shop was very Cops and Crooks focused, so Rockstar's kind of leaning more back into that element here in GTA Online. Of course, Vincent and the Cluck and Bell raid, he works for the Vespucci PD in terms of the game lore right now, so it is current information in terms of like the scope and storyline of GTA Online. Like I said, now we can own that police riot van, the Stanier Cruiser LE, the Unmarked Cruiser, and eventually we got access to the Gauntlet Interceptor as part of the Chop Shop update. And just like we showed on the screen, we have many more cop cars and police variants that are planned or they already exist for Rockstar. So could this next update just be more vehicles and not a full-fledged Cops and Crooks update? I believe that's probably a little bit more likely, but I think optimally the player base would all love Cops and Crooks, right? Another topic I wanted to shift to for this video, more of just terms of discussion, is will this be the last GTA Online update? It's kind of crazy, but a lot of people seem to think so. I think personally the GTA 5 online updates will continue until GTA 6 releases. I don't think that update schedule is going to change. We'll have those major summer and winter updates with some big drip feed in between, like the Cluck and Bell raid. And when I mean major, I don't mean that the actual update is all that game changing, but just like the two actual updates for the year are going to be the summer and winter updates with just the weekly events and weekly update changes in between, you know, with bonuses, discounts, free rewards, different vehicles, drip feed, things like that. Rockstar needs to keep their GTA Online player count up as much as possible, and the way to do that is by introducing new content and new updates into this game. I don't think they'll just start changing up their update cycle just to keep the player base up by like introducing weekly content, you know, splitting up a huge DLC to just drip feed stuff week by week. That's already sort of what they do, but the release day of an update already has a ton of content. I think that style of update release will continue. And like I said, I don't think that this quote-unquote big summer update, that's what Rockstar is calling it, I don't think it will be like the last time that they used big in terms of their newswire, which was actually Cayo Perico. To my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, I do think it'll still fall in line in terms of size with Criminal Enterprises, Drug Wars, San Andreas Mercenaries, and Chop Shop, although I think the Chop Shop has been the biggest one we've seen since Los Santos Tuners and the Contract, and of course Criminal Enterprises. I would say San Andreas Mercenaries was the smallest, then we had Drug Wars, and then maybe Criminal Enterprises, and then Chop Shop, and then Contract, and of course like Los Santos Tuners and stuff. I would love to see another update the size of Los Santos Tuners. That could be another great Cops and Crooks themed update, kind of talking about the content we mentioned earlier in the video. And then I think another big possibility that at least players that have high demand for it is a Michael DLC. Players really want a Michael DLC featuring Michael from the single player and something in regards to one of his movies, but I think a more interesting angle of this could be kind of like an extension to the Contract update that involved Franklin, but this time his client is Michael instead of Dr. Dre. And it would also sort of be the optimal scenario here, as I think Rockstar kind of left the door open for in addition to the Contract update, in the sense that, you know, the way the agency works and also how the Dr. Dre storyline unfolded, there's definitely more room for Franklin to be operating his agency business. He's still there to this day, and so that would be cool to see. But nonetheless, I just wanted to bring you guys all of this information, just talking about, you know, the police vehicle screenshots, how it's in the game's code right now, and also have just sort of a discussion talking about more police elements that we could and should see in the summer update, in terms of things that like we ought to see finally as a player base 10 years later in GTA Online. Could this be a Cops and Crooks update? We kind of dabbled on that, or, you know, is that really relevant to the discussion? And will this be the last GTA Online update? Love to know the answers to those questions from you guys in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, so we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA 5 online video. Adios, amigos.